All right. Sports fans, how y'all doing? I'm back with another video. It's Big Cat in the house today, and it's Wednesday, May 21st of 2025. Hope y'all having a good day. Hope if you're an Oklahoma City fan, you're feeling good. If you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, it's just one game. They'll bounce back in game two, I hope. And Anthony Edwards, his ankle will be okay, and everybody else shows up. Not just him, everybody else. Now, and game two will be tomorrow night. And the Eastern Conference Finals between the Indiana Pacers versus the New York Knicks would be tonight on TNT. It's going to be mighty interesting. I'm going to watch that. Oh, yeah. Now, let me get that out the way. Speaking of basketball, let me turn to WNBA for a moment because the season premiere happened last Saturday between Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. It was a blowout. Indiana won 93-58. Something happened in that game, and everybody knows it. Those who don't know. Long story short, it was a flagrant foul. Angel Reese wasn't happy, and she looked like she was ready to fight Cailtin Clark. So let's just say that Cailtin Clark got a technical foul because she wasn't going for the ball. She swiped at her. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen harder fouls than that. Anybody remember Alyssa Thomas last year when she wrapped around clothesline Angel Reese? She got kicked out of the game, literally ejected, because it was flagrant too. She didn't react to that. She was like, it's a basketball play. It's no big deal. But when it comes to Cailtin Clark, boy, I'm telling you, it's the triggering word. It's the name makes Angel Reese, her blood boil. She goes Super Saiyan. You know how the OG DBZ Broly goes berserk, goes Super Saiyan, legendary Super Saiyan whenever he hears Kakarot's name. Yeah, that one. Or Goku. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of that. I had to throw that in there. I apologize, but it was too good to pass up. Now, we went from talking about basketball, not to mention it was about, hard fouls around the WNBA. Everybody's making a big deal, more so with the ESPN, so much so that ESPN's First Take this past Monday, they were talking about that. And I'm like, it's not that serious. We see this every day, every game, including NBA and college basketball, men and women's. Why is it such a big deal in the WNBA? I don't understand that. So anyways, we go from talking about rivals, the Cailtin Clark versus Angel Reese to now we got Ryan Clark versus RG3. Oh boy, here we go. Taking personal shots. Well, more so with RC versus RG3. And not to mention questioning the man's blackness. I did not want to talk about this subject at all. I did not want to say anything. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and keep it moving, make videos about video games and sports and all this other stuff and just keep it pushing, keep it moving. But whenever I hear a black person questioning another black person's blackness, that is where I'm going to have to stand up and say something. I'm just like, okay, time out. We were talking about basketball. How do we go from that point to low blow questioning someone's blackness? How do we get here? How? There's a thing called Ryan Clark has this undying disdain, detest behavior towards Robert Griffin III or RG3. He even went as far as to say that he's the worst teammate he ever had on the field. And at ESPN before RG3 got fired, which is a questionable at best. Do I think he was the best person there? No. Do I think he was the worst? No. So it's like in between. Now, do I believe RG3 should have done a better job critiquing? Yes, he should have said competitive hate. It's no different than Larry Bird versus Irvin Magic Johnson back in the 1980s basketball era. So, yeah, and the fact that his wife was in the background, sitting on the couch, both feet up, eating popcorn, smiling, nodding her head. I'm like, RG3, I hope you see this. If you do, you better tell your wife, hey, this is not cool. Yeah. You can talk about somebody or talk about both strengths and weaknesses without talking about one. Well, more like tearing down Angel Reese to build up Cailtin Clark. You know what I mean? That's where people have an issue with Robert Griffin III. They even went as far to call him a raccoon. He's a sellout because he married a non-black woman, let alone a Caucasian woman, not once, twice. This is his second wife. Oh my goodness, man. Okay, whatever. And then we got Ryan Clark, who didn't stick to the topic, well, more so sports topic. He decided to go completely off the rails and question the man's blackness because he's criticizing Angel Reese. Now, I didn't like how he RG3 went about with Angel Reese while building up Cailtin Clark. But I damn sure don't like what Ryan Clark did. And I know there are people in the black community who are championing him. They're saying, yeah, oh, yeah, you go get that raccoon. Put him in this place. Know what's up. Know what's happening. You know what time it is. I'm like, the black community got bigger problems. And it's more than just black fatigue. And I might talk about that next week if I have the energy to do so. I'm so sick of it. I don't know what to do. But Ryan Clark is wrong. He was dead wrong. He knows it. Anybody says otherwise, you're a fool. Anybody's defending RG3, I don't know what to tell you. You lost your mind. Anyone who's defending Ryan Clark, y'all are some damn fools, and y'all should be shaming yourselves for real. Both sides are dead wrong. Even though Ryan Clark is more wrong than RG3, both sides are wrong. And people keep talking about, well, you see, Rob Parker, he knows what he's talking about. That's why he said he's RG3's a cornball brother. And this was when he had the ESPN. Yeah, I remember that. It took ESPN a month to figure out what to do with him before they decided to say, hey, man, give you the pink slip. Get the hell out. He got fired. That is a barbershop talk. That's something you don't say out loud, let alone publicly on air. RP, you can't be this goofy. Then again, Rob Parker's always been goofy, but what else is new? Glad his goofy ass got fired. That would teach him a lesson not to say stupid crap like that on air. You can disagree with someone. You can dislike the person without going to that length. Stupid. Anyway, I know there's black content creators are talking about this and they're defending Ryan Clark to the end of the earth, and that's fine. But y'all, like I said, y'all are damn fools. You should be shaming yourself. You should look yourselves in the mirror and say, look, this ain't cool. I said what I said. I mean what I say. If you got a problem with me, that's a you problem. I said what I have to say. Both sides are dead wrong. Let's keep it basketball. And if you still have to talk about interracial dating, marriage, and relationships, which is DRM in 2025 and beyond, that says a hell lot more about you. You need to go outside, touch grass. I don't care if it's a hurricane. I don't care if it's a severe thunderstorm, tornado, typhoons. I don't care if it's extreme heat weather outside. Please go do that and get a freaking life. It is not that damn serious, okay? Finding love is already hard enough as it is. Go where you appreciate, not to tolerate disrespect. I'm gonna say that until I'm purple in the face. Anyway, I'm done with this topic and the subject. What's your thoughts? Big Cat Thoughts will be out sometime later next week. I'll be out of town to visit family and see what's happening with others. Okay, so y'all be cool. Y'all be easy. Salute.